So today we're going through some old art in my 2017 and 2018 sketchbook. A little bit about this book. It is from Artist's Loft. It's got 80 sheets, it's 75 pounds, and it's 11 by 14. It was pretty good when I first got it. Obviously its binding has completely been destroyed, so I wouldn't recommend it on that account. So let's get into it. I wrote a quote on the first page and it says, "Your most current project is your most important project." First drawing is from someone who wanted a tattoo. They never paid me to do this drawing and I put a lot of work into it and it kind of left a sour taste in my mouth. This is a creature I tried drawing. It is supposed to be like in the trees and drop down on top of you. I used a lot of colored pencil in this and I find the sketchbook took the colored pencil really well. I really enjoyed how they blend and all that fun stuff. I really enjoy the colors in this. Some symbols. I thought it would be really cute to make some vampirates, and this guy's saying something like, "We run a skeleton crew." I thought it was kind of funny. And I decided to design some mer people. I have this idea that unicorns should float. I've been kind of running with that. Trees are something I don't do enough of, and I really want to get better at them. My trees end up all kind of looking generic. This was testing out colored pencil versus a watercolor marker. Some bad scribbles. I did a whole bunch of colored pencil in this. I had just gotten some, what are they called? Oh no, I can't remember their names now. Prismacolors? Something like that. I want to draw more turtle people. He's pretty cute. Old turtle man. Colored pencil took a really long time, but I really enjoyed like the burnishing I could do with it, where it makes it all soft versus like the scribbly in between. But an illustration like this took me forever. I've been thinking about redoing this one. There's actually a lot of illustrations in this that I want to redraw. These are blending tests. Lots of bug people. I really like this wizard guy. More doodles. This is chalk pastel. I should play with it more. This is, I think, like one of the only times I've played with it. I like how this character turned out though. She seems fun. This is a tree outside of my window. It turns beautiful in fall. An early version of Gretchen and Axon. These guys are cute. They make me think of Cartman off of South Park. Hats, different kinds of hats. Some more aquatic folk. I really like my mer people. These guys are called glargars. I think that's the sound that they would make. And of course my water worms, they're also cute. This is supposed to be like you're beneath them looking up. This was a hard perspective to do. I had fun doing it though. I thought it was very dynamic or action-packed. And this one also took me forever. This is so burnished and so smooth. Like the paper just feels completely coated, which it is. And I didn't do a good gradient. Like I didn't choose my colors wisely enough, I guess, because it just turned to like green mud. It's pretty gross. I don't know what I was thinking here other than giants. This is another early form of Gretchen. She has changed a lot since 2017. These look like some tired doodles. This was pretty interesting. I used baby oil on my colored pencils to blend it out. And this is a really early form of what the planet Pareidolia is gonna look like. If you haven't noticed by now, a lot of the illustrations in here are for the comic I want to tell. And they have changed a lot since I first started, including this. The planet no longer looks like this. It looks completely different. But originally I had this idea of these comets trailing and following the planet through space, and has a close moon and a far moon. I don't know if any of that is still in it now, but I know it's changed a lot. Bug people. This is kind of a neat idea. It's super scribbly, of course, but I kind of like where I was going with it. Can you tell I'm Canadian with Canadian hockey stick influences? This guy's pretty cute. I might redraw him. I don't draw enough towns or cities. We're into 2018 now, it seems. Cute baby. This is a Manituck. I have drawings of it in a different sketchbook. I have redrawn this, but I didn't change it very much from the line art to the painting. I did a lot of these full page drawings. This is In the Maw of the Rockworm. That's a desert pearl, which is a magical thing that is inside of this giant beast's mouth. I don't know what this is, but he's cute. This is another one I've repainted. It's definitely a scene I could revisit again. I really like the perspective of it, the river and the storm in the background. Again, a really poorly drawn town. I like the detail I was trying to add. I remember this taking a long time to do. An unfinished creature. This is a redraw from an older sketchbook. I picture this person being like a grassy wizard, someone who does a lot of plant stuff. He's my favorite out of the two. This one's a main scene in the story I'm trying to tell. Gretchen and Axon get to a location, and it's important to the story I'm trying to tell. I don't know what to say without telling you the whole plot. But yeah, this was really fun to do. I've redrawn this, I think, twice now. This is me plotting out my story and more plotting. This is, since it's from 2010. Oh no, sorry. Since this is from 2017, like all of this has probably like changed a lot. Here I was doing like practice from a book I own. The book is Drawing Words and Writing Pictures. It has exercises you can do, and that's what these were. And they were quite difficult. Here I was trying to like show an action happening, like him reaching down on something precarious and grabbing stuff. My characters have changed a lot since this. My landscapes are just like awful. It just looks terrible looking back at it. But looking at the work I'm doing now, it's refreshing to see how much I've changed. Mole people. Mining mole people. Vessels. Bad scribbles. Filling shelves is like the hardest thing to do. And doing it in perspective is also really hard. More attempts at sequential art. A lot of these scenes like haven't changed. I have a whole book of like thumbnails for my stories. And like some of these are still what I'm going to be using. Some books. I remember feeling very frustrated with these 2 pages. I was penciling it out, drawing an exterior, and then I'm like, well, how do I draw the interior? And yeah, so it's just really scribbly and messy and frustrated. Nearing the end of the sketchbook, of almost all my sketchbooks, it just like gets less and less. Here I'm trying to like draw the interior of another character's house. Her name is Fiona. This is some sort of caravan. More scribbles. More scribbles. More scribbles. So many scribbles. This is a funny thing. I like it. I also like this guy. He's funny. This is aquatic speak, I guess. Blarg, blarg, arblagar, blarg, glarg. It's silly. I must have gotten a new brush pen here. How this brush works. Yeah, I got a new brush. And this is Gretchen again. I had so many problems drawing her. There we go. Back to doing proper illustrations. This is another important scene. This is actually related to those big floating rocks you saw earlier. If I can find them. I know they're here somewhere. I hope. Oh, they're there. Okay, so Axon and Gretchen get to this place, and on top of this rock is a whole landscape, and that's where this chick lives, and they're collecting eggshells as a magical ingredient, and he gets found by one of the chicks and has to run away from it. And I think I'm gonna redraw this one. I'll probably do that right away, because I remember feeling frustrated with this and not being able to like draw the background in with it. I didn't know what to do. Yeah, I'm gonna redraw that one. Then Axon and Gretchen hanging out again, observing. I want there to be like lots of like massive creatures in this world. Feeling magically inept? Try now Shim Sham's Magic Invigoration Potion, made with genuine ingredients. Yeah. This is a caricature of a friend. He sent a picture of himself, and I'm like, well, I'm drawing this, and this is how it turned out. And that's it. I don't think there's anything else in this. Sometimes I leave the rest of my sketchbook blank. All right, well, I don't recommend getting the sketchbook because of this. So yeah, see you next time.